Welcome to the Lone Machinist, where it's just you, the work, and the machine, and apparently Carl as well, because I was given shit because I'm not a Lone Machinist. But anyway, what have you got going on this fine day, Kurt?
My wife was actually mentioning that. She's like, "Are you changing the name?" I was like, "No, I'll just take over. It'll be just me, and we'll have to interview
Carl's
Jamie
a
or something."
subcontractor. I don't know what you speak of.
I haven't seen him, so he doesn't exist yet.
There we go.
This week I'm going to talk about the book, tuning quads and machining pens, and how you should have backups for everything. How about you? What are you going to talk about this week?
The fact that I can't count, the fact that I had to drive with a trailer around this week to do dumb shit, and about the little website that I built for auditing your tool library. How are you? Yeah, how are you this fine day, Kurt?
I'm doing good. I'm doing fantastic. Spent all day working out in the sun, so I'm absolutely wiped. And excuse me. And it's late here, and then I'm gonna take my dog for a walk. So yeah, I'm gonna be a tired little boy tonight, but I'll sleep well. So that's always good.
Nice. Yeah.
How'd you? How's your morning coming along?
Yeah, carrying on. Yesterday was busy all day, and then today we're going to walk the dogs, and then we're going to have a bra this afternoon. So it should be quite fun.
That sounds nice.
This might be a bit of a short episode because I need to go walk my dogs with my wife. But yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a fun Sunday. Don't plan on really doing any physical work. I wanted to run anodizing, but I didn't get to machine my parts, which we'll get to at some point in this podcast, because this week has been an absolute shit show.
Well, I'd say that's 2 weeks in a row now that you've actually done not work on a Sunday. So that's probably a good thing.
That is the goal, is to not be working on Sundays. And Carl and I had a discussion. We don't work past 7 p.m., at least not regularly. Like 7 p.m. is the hard cutoff. Unless it's obviously there's exceptions, but that is the day-to-day. We actually went through and worked out how many minutes of the day we can assign to production, because we had a customer who's like, "No, we need these things urgently." We're like, "Listen, friend, 540 minutes. That's how many minutes in a day we can run a machine. That gives us still another 120 minutes of buffer if we're working 7 to 7 and an hour for lunch, but 540 minutes, 9 hours of production. That is all you can expect from us. Because otherwise it just gets out of hand. You're working late every night because the customer can't plan. So yeah. Trying to not deal with that. I don't mind working late. What's happened is now I tend to work till 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6:30 every night, because I stop being harassed around 4:30, and it gives me 2 hours to actually be productive on stuff I want to be productive on.
Totally. Yeah. I know a ton of people seem to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Running a business, people rip you in different directions every freaking 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's just being in business. There's nothing you can do about it. Unfortunately, customers get your phone number and then phone you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, exactly.
It's one of those things. But yeah, this week didn't start off too bad, and then I was laying in bed at midnight, I think on Tuesday. I woke up and I'm like, hang on. The order was for 28 parts. I get 10 parts per sheet of aluminium, and I only cut 7 out of the last sheet. I don't think I've made enough parts. I've told the customer they can come collect, but I don't think I have enough parts. I think I'm one short on every part number. So fuck. So Wednesday morning I got to work, was planning on doing other work, quickly threw all the setups back in the machine, made 1 of each component so that I could deliver 8 of each. I thought I only needed to deliver 7. And I couldn't find the delivery note to verify it. So I'm like, well, fuck. I'm just going to make one. Rather they get a free one than they get short.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, bummer. That's so stressful.
Because I did one of each as a sample. After I got the order, they wanted to validate. Then I did a batch of 10, and I had to order another sheet of material. And then I did a batch of 9 because I didn't have to order another sheet of material. And then for the last batch, I had to order a sheet of material. So that's how I managed to figure out that I couldn't count. But fortunately, it's all on anchor point pallets. And literally within 20 minutes, I was up and running the first part number. And my changeover between part numbers was 10 minutes. Because I put the thing in, I indicate flatness, and up and running again.
Okay, I was wondering if they were the giant big rings where it's just a super big... Oh, that's what those are? Oh, those okay. Ones. Well, sick. That's a good setup then.
Yeah, so I dropped the anchor point pallets on the harbor, like the big pallets. I have an offset that is roughly in center, like roughly within about 20 microns, like 12 to
Mhm.
14 usually. I then call up a side lock holder, put the indicator on the front of the side lock holder with the magnets, and then measure the bore to get my center of the pallet. And it's usually like 12 to 14 microns off. And then I check flatness just to make sure nothing has got under the pallet. So I'll sweep it for flatness, and then I'll call up tool 12, come touch tool 12 off with a formal pin to set the Z height, plug in the vacuum lines, slap the material on, and hit go.
Nice. Okay.
And it just
okay. That's
like, they mentioned when they picked up that they want measurement certificates for these. So I laughed and like, you were not quoted on that, friends. Like, we can do that going forward, but you are gonna fucking shit, because the tolerance on these parts, on a half-meter part, the tolerance is like a millimeter. It's fucking wild. Like, according to their tolerance, like according to their drawing, yeah, we're putting everything reasonably within 20 to 30 microns. Like, we're using we choosing our tools very specifically to make sure that we're making features that we can measure, and using the same tool with the same comps to make the bigger features. Right. So that we can hold tolerances without stressing too much about it. But also the tolerance is like a millimeter.
Yeah, say if the tolerance is a millimeter, you can do almost anything and you'll be in it.
Yeah. Can use half the fucking end mill and I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, they haven't had issues. I don't think they're having issues, but yeah, I will have a chat to the guy. We're doing some molds for them. That needs to go in the machine this week. I need to start with the molds because that's like 40 hours of machining that I need to do.
Yikes.
Of just surfacing. Yeah. It's going to be great. I've got to rough out 60 millimeters deep in aluminium, like a giant ass pocket. At least it's open to the one side, so I'm not going to have shavings build up, but I'm going to be doing that 45 millimeter depth of cut in the hydraulic and just yoinking that material out.
Just let it go. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Like, it's the surfacing that eats time. This is quite a bit of surfacing, but yeah. So yeah, turns out I can't count. It was great.
Yeah.
Like, that ate up. I did one of each plate. It took me a whole day to do one of each plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's what it is. Lost a day there. That was on Tuesday. Then I lost a day on Wednesday because I have a lovely half-brained brother-in-law who helped me buy a machine, and I'm forever grateful for. But he fucked off to Madagascar. And the reason I initially got sick, like, I was not 100%, and I was just kicking it down the road. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to get sick. And then I had to help him move, and I fucking overexerted myself, and the next day I was fucking sick.
Sure, yeah.
When we went and offloaded the shit in Heidelberg, which is like a 45-minute drive away. He then fucked off. He's like, oh no, like, in a week or two, can you just go rent a trailer, pick up the shit from Heidelberg and take it to the place where he bought pool tables? They're going to put it in a container. So I'm like, I'm busy on Wednesday morning. I can do it Wednesday afternoon. He's like, no, that's fine. So I go rent a trailer. I go take the stuff. I go end up loading the trailer myself. Get there. Wait half an hour to be able to offload the trailer. But now I've got a meeting that I need to get back to the workshop for. So the guys, they'll send someone to help unload. I'm like, Danica, come fucking unload. We unloaded the trailer ourselves and then fucked us back for the meeting. Thursday morning, I get a phone call. Can you rent a trailer and go fetch the stuff? The container ship has been delayed. And they don't want to keep his personal things there. They're worried about the stuff. I'm like, fuck sakes. So like, yeah, I can do it tomorrow. Like, I can do it on Friday. I'll get someone in to help me load. I'm not loading the shit. So Friday morning, I get to work. I do some stuff I needed to do. Wait for traffic to go away. Load Simon in the Land Rover. Cruise down to rent a trailer. Pay for the rental trailer. We hitch the trailer and my phone starts ringing. Oh, no, don't worry. You don't need to go fetch the stuff. The containers arrived. I'm like, fuck, I've just paid for the trailer. I'm like, that's fine. I drove back to my house, loaded a bunch of long stuff on the trailer that I needed to load anyway, and then took that back to the workshop. So we got all like the long material that was in my driveway through to the workshop and the fridge and a table and some other shit. But yeah, what a fuck around. So I literally lost a day and a half to driving a fucking trailer around.
Just for bullshit stuff that didn't really have to happen. Yeah.
Exactly. It was great.
That sucks.
But that's what it is. I got to drive with the trailer. I'd only ever driven with the trailer once before that. So it was quite
Nice.
fun. The fucking thing kept
Was it,
following me. It was rather creepy.
was it like a big trailer, or like, well, I guess it's hooked
10
up to your
foot.
car or something, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Fair.
a 10-foot trailer. Like the Land Rover, you could feel it when it was loaded because it's only a
Mm-hmm.
2.2 liter turbo, so you can feel the load. Also,
Mm.
driving down, I had to drive down to Heidelberg slowly because we had an empty trailer and it was bouncing around on the road. Like you had a pot,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a bit of a thing in the road, and it shrinked back and behind the landy, so I had to take it a bit easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was quite fun.
Nice.
Figured out reversing trailers; it's not that hard.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I reversed it into
Well,
my driveway. It was quite fun.
I say like the tinier the trailer, the harder it is to learn too. Like people, like I just grew up in the country, and like learning how to like back up like horse trailers way easier because they're like 30, 40
Yeah,
feet long. And they respond so slow. But you back up like a 6-foot trailer, like
yeah,
it just goes haywire on you so fast. So
yeah. No, like I reversed into
yeah,
our driveway, so I pulled up and then snake it back, then pulled forward, snake it back again, then drove onto my neighbor's curb and just reversed straight back into the driveway. Like
nice.
fucking lazy mode. Yeah, but it
That's
was fun.
awesome.
It was an adventure. Let's put it that way. It was an adventure.
That's good. Good to look at the positive, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was. Yeah, it was a waste of time, but fun. So is what it is.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. How was tuning your quads? Are you back to flying quads again?
Dude, after this vacation where I like actually got to go out and fly quads, which I haven't, I don't even know what the timer would be. It's probably been like a year plus since I like had a transmitter in my hand and flew something. And I enjoy flying planes. Like it's a hobby. We both like started as a hobby. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, I got to do more of this because I'm like, I just feel like I like it. It's like it's a thing I could do that's not directly tied to work. I mean, it kind of is because I could be like, I can machine so much shit, but I'm like, it's just kind of one of those things where I can be like, I can just go do this, and it takes enough of my brain power where it's like I can't be thinking of anything else. It's just like all I do is go out there and enjoy it. So yeah, so this whole week I've kind of fallen down the like rabbit hole of wanting to upgrade my quad because it's all old tech now. It's like 10 years old. So I'm like,
Dude,
oh, I
yeah.
want to put on like a better transmitter like for video, and then I want to go to like ELRS because it's still the one that I fly is still running Spectrum, and like
Oh
just
no, you.
there's just oh I know, and like it's just because I had so many bind and flies, so I'm like, well, whatever, I had a spare.
Yeah.
And anyways, words but it's just like I like doing this is so much fun. So yeah, I'll probably just
Yeah. Check out the fuck. I don't know who makes it, but it's the Pocket. It's a wicked
oh
little
yeah,
remote.
Radio
I
Master.
think it's
Yeah,
Radio
Radio
Master
Master
Pocket. Yeah, they're really nice
Yeah.
little remotes. Yeah, I've got a multi-protocol module in my Q7 now for the combat robot
Okay.
stuff. But like,
Yeah.
I haven't flown anything in years. I mean, there's a Storch up there. There's a Wing somewhere up there as well. Like, I just don't have batteries. I just haven't bought batteries for them.
Yeah.
And
I
now
know
my
it's like
nephews have buggered off. Otherwise, I probably would have got into it in the next 2 years or so with the older nephew.
yeah, well, like my oldest, she's 5. She wanted to fly my quad. She's like, "Can I have a try?" I'm like, no, because like it responds really quick. But like I'll hook it up to my simulator and like you can fly see how difficult they are. But like they
Yeah.
pick shit up quick. So I'm like, I have 2 transmitters. So I'm like, well, I can easily set it up as a trainer. So I'm like, yeah, you could totally
Yeah.
fly. And I have 2 headsets. So like she could FPV fly with her own
Yeah.
transmitter. And like, so I was like, I should get back into this because it's fun. And they come to the park with me, and I give them a headset and they can watch me fly around. They get a kick out of that. And yeah, so it's, I don't know, it's
Get
fun.
them into flying foamies, bro. Build a nutball
Dude,
or
it's
something
so
and
much
get them
fun.
into flying those things. Like, I had so
Yeah.
much fun building planes. Like, that
Yeah.
used to be my hobby. I'd come home from work and then work till midnight, like 2 a.m. building a plane so I could go fly it on the weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was the best. Actually, I want to get back into DLGs. I just don't have the time or inclination to build a DLG. But now that I'm not working Sundays, I might actually be able to find the time for it.
I kind of
'Cause
want
I've got-
I have a
Yeah.
bungee launch, but yeah,
Oh.
I would love to get just like a little DLG
nice.
just because
Little
just to, like-
DLGs. I've got plans for the Superbug, and then I reworked the meme, which is my first DLG that I had. The thing weighed like way too much. It was a solid balsa wing that I made, and I used way too much glue. But it flew well for the weight. I redesigned that wing to be built the same way as the bugs are built. But when I
Okay.
built it, the wing didn't have enough torsional stiffness. So I've got the parts literally below me downstairs for a square spar, a carbon fiber trailing edge, and a carbon fiber leading edge, like a round tube leading edge. And that
Nice.
wing,
Nice.
like from the test throws that like I normally test throw in my front yard, and the bug will
Mhm.
make it about 2/3. Yeah, I kind of hit the wall with the meme wing when I just gave it a light toss. It's that
Hmm.
efficient. And then
Nice.
the first throw I did, the wing just fucking vibrated to pieces. So
Yeah.
the laser cutter makes it super easy. Like you just laser cut all the ribs, print a template, glue it together. It takes a day or two. Covering it's a bit of a ball ache, but it doesn't take that long to
Yeah.
build a glider. I've got 3 broken ones in my lounge downstairs, DLGs.
Yeah. Well, and that's
But
like that's the thing is
the super
there's
bug,
so much that
yeah. I would, if you
obviously
want
you
to
can
build
like
one, I'll send you the Superbug files. The Superbug is a fucking wicked glider, easy build, and yeah, I stretched it to 1 meter. It makes it fly a little bit better.
that'd be fun. That's the problem is like I have too many tools to like make it. So like I'm probably would I like to make a plane? Probably. Am I going to in like the next 5 years?
Probably not.
No. Like I'm just
Yeah,
gonna just buy. Like I
yeah,
enjoy the I do enjoy the building of it. It is a lot of fun. But right now, like my
but
favorite thing is
yeah.
just going out and flying. So I'm just like I just buy shit that will already fly, and then I made a
Oof,
I
this
made a
I should
bajillion
not.
foamies back in the day. So
I did a stupid, Kurt.
what are you looking at now?
Searched on AliExpress for a DLG.
Yeah, don't even do that. Don't do that. Don't look
Yeah,
at
no,
AliExpress for anything
no,
because
yeah,
yeah,
no,
I
no.
went on there and I was
Um,
same thing. I was looking. I'm like, oh, a new transmitter does this, but can I do this? And I'm like, get off here. What are you doing? Like, I have something
yeah,
that works. Go in the park,
I
turn it
might
on,
just
go fly.
I might just buy a DLG. Because I do enjoy flying DLGs like a hell of a lot. I might just buy a DLG and just do the last little bit of mounting servos and receivers and shit.
Yeah, yeah. So,
The last
anyways,
time I
just
flew my DLGs, we drove to Durban, and Joburg is on the escarpment. Like there's a fucking hill, like a ramp to get to us. And my mate Dave and I stopped at the top of Van Riemen's Pass and flew for like 2.5 hours, to the point that
nice.
we could barely see our gliders. They were that high up, sloping.
Yeah, that's fun.
It was freaking wild. Yeah. And also at the beach, like we flew for hours at the beach.
I will say that like if anybody like listening to this and if you flew planes or helis or quads or whatever, when you fly a glider, like the first time I bungee launched my glider, and a bungee launch gets it up like whatever 50 feet, 100 feet. The first time you like hook up with a thermal or like you said, just like slope soaring, and you get it to the point where you can't
Yeah.
see it anymore, it's such a trip to be like, you
Dude,
got all the way up
yeah.
there on nothing, like on just rising air. It's so cool. You're like, this is so freaking cool.
My mate Dave had an elf, and I had my yellow bug. I made a bug with ailerons. And we have a video somewhere of us tandem discus launching. So we a few
Oh,
meters
cool.
apart, and we both spin and throw. And that day we were getting rolling thermals through the field. So there was some danger tape on a pole, and you would watch that tape. It was maybe 20 meters ahead of us, and the tape would be flapping and it would drop. And as soon as it dropped, you launched. And then you would launch straight into the thermal, and you could climb quickly, and then the thermal would blow past us. And we couldn't fly behind us because of the sun. So we would ride that thermal up and then cruise around and try and wait for the next one to come through. Like it was
Yeah,
so much fun.
that's so fun.
I mean, we flew.
It is so fun.
There's a cliff we flew here where you literally land because your neck is sore and your arms are sore from holding your transmitter and looking up. It's fucking
I was just gonna say, you land because your transmitter battery is getting low after 4 hours of flying. Yeah, it's
it's great. Like, but yeah, that's that's a hobby I should probably get back into at some point. But anyway, back to the machining topics.
Yeah,
although
tell
I
me
guess we
about
could talk
your.
about machining glider parts.
We shouldn't. Tell me about assembling your office.
Yeah, I started assembling my office. So yesterday, sorry, not yesterday, Friday afternoon, I had Danica measure all the spacing between the vertical studs so that I could cut planks to go in between. So I finally wasn't using the vacuum pump on the LK, so I could use the extension cord that runs that for now to run the saw. So I chopped all of those, went upstairs, started screwing the studs together, and started cladding the office with the OSB. So the office is coming along finally. I need Danica to just come there one day and help me. Like I've got to cut the top of the studs. I've got to cut a notch out of one piece, so it's easier if there's two people. But yeah, the office is getting cladded. The anode setup is moving forward. I bought a new RO filter. I bought a sink. And I bought the extractor. So yeah, I need to build the workbench for that, and then the anode can move to the workshop. I think
No
I'm going to have to
AstroTurf?
get rid of my acid though. No, not yet.
Okay.
But she
What's wrong
wants
with
to
the acid?
theme her office apothecary theme. I'm like, bitch, it's a fucking office. Computer at desk. Doesn't need a fucking theme. Like, for fuck's sakes. Don't waste time and money on dumb shit. Like, it's an office. It's actually an assembly room.
As we just talked for like 20 minutes about RC airplanes. Don't waste money on dumb shit. It's like, I'm going to buy another glider.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Gliders are important. Making your office look like an apothecary is not.
Not to you?
Yeah. Yeah, I fucking office doesn't need decoration. It needs to be practical. Like, that is my assembly room for assembling products. That's what it's actually there for, and for doing some light admin. But yeah, started closing, and it gets very dark when you put walls. So I need to get the walls up so that I can put the roof on, so that I can put a light in there. But yeah, we powering through getting that done. Again, trying not to overexert myself because I've been actively dying.
Yeah.
Because I was coming right, and then I unloaded that trailer, and then I felt like death the next morning. So
it's funny how when you steal the energy from your body, it's creepy how fast you can fall back into feeling like death. It's like, oh, that's what you're using all that energy for, was making me feel decent. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, now we're gonna go for a 5K this morning. I'm like, don't know how I feel about that. I do like walking with my doggos, so I will tolerate it. But yeah, kind of dumb. So what internet backups have you implemented?
Somebody, the internet here dropped out. If anyone's watching this, I know no one watched this. I'm staring at usually this screen, which Jamie is usually on, but right now he's on a side screen. That's why I'm looking all sideways. Anyways, internet dropped out one day, which is also hilarious because then all my lights and everything drops. I have, like, with the home automation, like we always talk about, none of us were smart enough to like hard code just a button somewhere. So like all my lights are like, well, nothing turns on now, and everything just, I don't want to build my own little local network because that means I have to rename everything. And like, it's so tedious. I'm like, I'm just going to wait till it's fixed and then it'll all go back online. Anyways, internet people came out. They're like, yeah, it's not your line. It's somewhere down the street. I'm like, I kind of figured because it seemed like it was affecting a lot of things. So yeah, someone blew up something down the road. So they'll fix it in a few days. But it just made me realize like how important internet is. Like right now I'm hotspotting to do this live, which is, we're lucky. Like I live in a world where we have super fast internet and actually I spent $2 more on my phone plan and upgraded it. So I have like 150 gigs of this. So I can do this for a long time now. But I was just like, internet here is something that I never worry about. Like it's on 99.99% of the time, but it's like, I depend on it. Like if I can't log on the internet, like, oh, maybe I can't open Fusion, or I can't read emails, or I can't respond to messages from Fusion. It's just like, it is super important. So I'm like, okay, I have to make sure that I have a backup. And that's what I put in place now. But for everything, like we've talked about, like the super critical things like air or power or internet, or like, is it go down a day? Like what is it going to cost you per day?
Yeah. So our internet here went down because a water pipe burst and they dug through the fiber line to get to it.
Nice.
I then went and got a data SIM with like 2 gigs of data for the month that lives in the router. If the internet goes down, it auto kicks over to that, and then I can just top it up from my banking app. I can just buy the data we need to be able to function, because again, you have no internet, you have nothing.
Yeah.
We've become very, very dependent on it.
Yeah, in like a creepy way where you don't even realize. You're like, oh yeah. I'm like, why isn't this on? I'm like, oh yeah, because that's connected to that. Right. I'm like, why isn't this working? Because it's connected to that.
I put my Home Assistant on its own network.
Yeah.
Even when I when I set up here, I put a mesh network in, and that runs my Home Assistant. At the shop, the network for Home Assistant is on it's on its own Wi-Fi router, and then I've got my ISP's router that just passes through to it. That way, if I change ISPs, nothing gets fucked up, because my neighbor had it on his ISP and shit got fucked up.
Well, that's the thing I did here
joy.
too. Is I built I have
Our
like
water pressure's
same as
low.
you. Like, oh, great fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Same thing here. Is I put a wireless connection that connects everything, and then that just bridges to my modem. But the
Yes.
problem is they're owned by the same company, and they talk really well with each other. So when the wireless realized the modem was down, it was just like, oh, I'll just shut everything off. I'm like, no, could you just keep the Wi-Fi live? Like, I know there's no
Yeah.
internet connection, but there's LAN connections, and it's like, no, we don't do that here. I was like, fuck. Okay, never mind. So I could fix that, but it's just a lot.
Issue. Like,
I don't want to do it right now.
So Home Assistant here at home keeps booting me off the network on the app, and I don't know why. I need to figure it out. I think I just need to update. But the workshop kept de-authenticating my smart switches, which was a bug apparently. It should be fixed now. But you got to turn the lights off, and you can't turn the fucking lights off because nope, we don't talk to those anymore. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I had to show Carl how to boop all the buttons to turn everything off because fucking frustrating. But yeah, like Home Assistant at the workshop is functional. It is not at its end goal yet. Like now, when I'm running all the mold stuff, I'll take some time to get the LK attached Home Assistant there so that I know when it's off. So if I'm going to set it up that if the LK is running and Ironman mode is disabled, the compressor and drain system stay on until the LK switches off. So that if I leave it to run at night, I can just say Ironman mode off and I know the compressor's handled. Because right now that turns the compressors off.
Yeah, and that's actually what I was thinking when my system went down here and like I couldn't turn my lights on. I'm like, okay, that's not a big deal. But I'm like, if I would have to do this like for my compressors, I'm like, I'm gonna make sure when I do this on my compressor, like I shouldn't say it's not that critical because like every single device I have here, when it defaults to off, it creates its own little micro hotspot. So if I have to turn them on, like I can log into each single thing and turn them on, but it's just super tedious if you have like 20 or 30 things to all turn on. So yeah, just made me reconsider like, oh, if I put my compressor on it, it's like, okay, I'll make it so that I have just like a manual override to be like, just in case. Yeah.
Yeah. I put that on my lights in the workshop. I put a manual override button. Or I put it in the code. I never physically implemented it because I'm not that smart. So you can go and short 2 pins. I just can't remember what the pins are. But the smart switches that we've got at the workshop, if you power cycle, they remember their last state.
Yeah.
And then connect to the network, and then it's a little bit weird. But it works. Like Home Assistant's really useful to have. Like we've got cameras. We actually have a video of one of my customers falling. He walked out the back and stood on a piece of wood, lost his balance, fell over, and then kicked the piece of wood. It's fucking hilarious. So like they're recording with Frigate. But yeah, I've been having issues with Home Assistant, but I also haven't given it enough time to say, or to fix it. Like I've been busy with other stuff.
Well, and like as much as we'll bitch and whinge and stuff about all this like automated systems, I will say that the 99.9% of the time that it works, like I don't touch light switches in here. They turn on and off. I don't touch any of the exterior lighting on my house. It all is controlled. Like I haven't thought about that for a year. I just wake up and my lights are off. I go to bed and they turn on and they color cycle and they dim and they do everything I want them to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, for 99% of the time,
we've got a lamp.
Doesn't even cross my mind.
We've got a lamp in our lounge that turns on automatically at 5:30, turns off at 9:30 in the evening, and it only works if the computer's on because the ESP gets power from the USB ports on the computer. So like last night, I turned the computer off the day before, so the light wasn't fucking on. So I had to go turn that on and then turn the PC on, open Home Assistant, log in again, turn the light on so I could see where the button for the sound bar was. But I like the automation side of things. But yeah, we're having issues with authentication and shit like that. And getting booted from the app all the time on the home network. So I think today I'll just tell it do updates and let it update everything and see if that solves our issues.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah. Also, on an interesting note, Hobby King no longer do DLGs.
Oh, good to know.
Like at all. The only glider they have is a Bixler.
Oh, probably because no one buys them.
They're probably just killing product lines as they run out of stock. But anyway,
tell me about your
the LK. Okay,
yeah, sure. Yeah, lid of the LK.
No,
Tell me that.
Which one did you want to go with? Because I think they both.
No, there's enough. Well, you can do both. There's
Okay.
you said the LK needs a lid and 45 hours of printing. So tell me about both of those.
Yeah, so I was So I've had the printer for 1 week. Of that week, I've only been playing with it for 5 days, and we've got 45 hours of prints already on it.
Wow, that's a lot.
Been printing shit fucked up. But yeah, was printing tool tags. I'm like, fuck, why is the print not sticking to the bed? Like in 2 spots. So I washed the bed and then it was fine. But yeah, LK is spraying coolant over the top and landing on the printer.
Okay, that makes sense.
It doesn't have a lid. So yeah, but yeah, I've been printing a shitload, been making tool tags, having some issues with printing PETG that I'm trying to work through. Seems like, I think it was a flow calibration issue or a block nozzle. I'll mess around with it tomorrow. But yeah, the printer's freaking wicked. I printed spindle gripping trays because I don't have my laser cutter at work. So I needed to machine 75 little parts. So I just printed trays, holds 25 per tray. And then had that run, printed the gripper fingers, like all in one day. Printed everything while the machine was running another job. Got all the stuff prepped. Took me less than half an hour to be running automatically. And then ran 3 hours of unattended production while I did other shit. But yeah, the printer's freaking wicked. But now I need a lid for the LK. So I was like, ooh, let me buy some aluminium extrusion. Let me buy 20 by 20 millimeter T-slot extrusion. And then the shipping was going to be wildly expensive because I wanted it 1.7 meters long. And then I'm like, hang on, I can just buy square tubing. Why the fuck am I buying extrusion? I'm not screwing into it. Let me just buy square tubing. It's way cheaper. I'll 3D print some dinguses and like pop rivet the thing together. It's a lid. It doesn't need to be adjustable.
Sure, yeah.
So, making a frame, then putting some, I've got Impex, which is a PET sheet that I'm just going to put over the top of the machine, just so that I don't have coolant flying over onto my computer.
Yeah, that's probably nice. Yeah.
I also need to empty Monica today so that I can clean her and take her because I'm changing coolants. I got the new coolant in. The Flexi Lube BioCool AL, which is the aluminium specific. Like, it's so new, they don't have a data sheet for it yet.
Ooh.
So
hope it works well for you.
We'll see how that works on them. Yeah, me too. I'm going to keep the other coolant and buckets on hand for like a week, just in case it's shit. Then I can roll back to the one I have. The only issue I have with the one that I've got now is it tends to get thicker the longer it runs because of the whey oil getting into it. Because it's quite a high mineral oil content. So yeah, it gets thicker and thicker, which is not the end of the world. It just clogs one of my mesh filter things. So my coolant pressure goes down even though the coolant's pretty full. But yeah, it works. It works beautifully on the lathes. It works well on the mill. Like the finishes I'm getting are wild. But yeah, going to try the new one for shits and giggles.
Nice.
Yeah, fun times. And then I was playing with spindle grippers. It's fucking great. Actually reprogrammed up the new ones last night. I'm going to run them tomorrow. So the Handy Seaman is compatible with the Nimble Gripper and the Shunk PGN64. So I had to just rework some of the stuff in the machining so that it has all the required holes. I actually added an M5 hole to it, like a random M5 hole, so that I can rack it from that hole.
Oh, okay.
For anodizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like adding specific features, just like it's just there for anodizing. But yeah, that's all programmed and going to go in the machine tomorrow. And then Carl's making the side lock adapters, which seem to be more popular than the BT30 adapters.
Interesting.
Yeah, which I'm not really surprised.
The other way around.
Like most people have Cat 40s.
I guess.
Like all the Haas's are Cat 40s. So yeah. But yeah, we got some of those parts in the next week or so.
Cool. That's awesome. That's
and
good.
Then I've got some other stuff on the way for the next product line. And then I need today I actually want to do some surface mount soldering on the opto isolator boards. So all the boards have come in. I've got most of the components. So I want to build up a board and just check that everything works. And then I'll get the last components in and carry on.
Nice. Sick.
So should be fun. Yeah, going to have fanciness. And then we've got opto isolator boards. I need to still design the enclosure and print the enclosures for those. But yeah, that's a problem for another day. I'm now
Jamie's
kind of
ever
interested in
growing
how you
list.
had. Oh yeah, my list is ever growing. You had to tear down and set up a gazebo.
Dude, so my wife wanted a
Wait,
gazebo.
hang on. Before we get into this, before we get into
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
let's thank
Let's
our
do that.
Patreons quickly because yes, I think they're all here. One second. Sorry, I just want to make sure everyone is on the list because I don't think everyone is on the list.
I'll do the train
No,
while we wait.
everyone is not on the list.
Choo.
I know we got a better one than that.
Oh, we got a better one. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Is this what you were? I think it's what you were smirking about earlier, so now I'm concerned.
It is. Okay, cool. So, the Patreons make the wheels on the minecart go round and round. We'll play it again for some giggles.
That's awesome.
Thank you to all the Patreons. Yeah, you are helping greatly with the trip to IMTS. Speaking of IMTS, we will be having a meetup on the Monday where Kurt will be a cardboard cutout at 2:00 at the G28 booth. Everyone is welcome, not just the Patreons. Like, there will be a form going up this week, Kurt and Danica, for our Patreons and for anyone else that's going to meet up, just so we can have an idea of how many people are going to be at the meetup. But yeah, that'll be Monday, 2 p.m. at G28. But yeah, the Patrons, they all get access to the after show. Last week, they got a bonus episode because our after show kind of shat the bed.
Sorry.
Yeah, like hard. Yeah. Anyhow, our top tier Patrons, they all get a shout out every week, and that list seems to be growing. That list is Jade from Benchmark 20, Luke from Fabtastic, AJ from Subtract Manufacturing, who now has 9 barnacles, Jason S, EJ from Nocturnal Welding, who has a whole pile of keel clamps, the Aussie Machinist, Christian Olsen, Charles White, Carl from Curse Machine, Matt from Offworld Gear, Alex B, John from Tercent Performance and Engine Tricks, Matt from Modern Fuel, Josh from Leighton Machine, Greg from Tabletop Machine Shop, Ben from Prickly Pear Prototypes, and Jesse Felton from Data Pro. Probably shouldn't have their full name in there. But anyway, thank you guys. You make the wheels on the minecart go round and round.
Dude, my heart just, it picks up speed. It gets excited. It's like, wait, where are we going? Are we going to the mines? Are we going to go mining? It's like, what is in my animalistic brain?
EJ was bored at his in-laws, so he made that image. He made another one with both of us, but we look creepy, so I just sent you that one.
Oh, I want the creepy one now.
Well, actually, no, I didn't send it to you. I sent it to your wife.
Yes, you did send it to my wife. She showed it to me, and I was like, that's creepy. I'm like, I wonder if Jamie did that, or if one of the Patreons did it, or someone did. Anyways, yeah, I appreciate it. It made me laugh.
We were discussing it on Friday night, and then that came through late Friday night.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, it's great how quickly you can get the AI overlords to generate random crap for you.
Dude, if we're going to destroy our planet, I am wholeheartedly on board with doing it for generation of stupid images, because that is the best way to go about our demise. Yeah.
It is. Yep, at least it'll be meme-tacular.
Yeah, so much better than getting chained down by some sort of black mirror robot. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So your wife wanted a gazebo.
Yeah, so she wanted a gazebo, and she found one on Marketplace, of course, because you can find everything on Marketplace, and it was enormous. Enormous in the land of what I would think is for a gazebo. It was 10 feet by 14 feet, which takes up like the whole bottom of my deck. So the catch was, it's like half an hour away, and the guy was like, here's a good deal for it, but you have to completely take it apart, remove it, and then put it back up. And I was like, sure, whatever. Like, it was a good enough deal. I was like, even if I paid myself the entire day, if I took it, I did on the weekend, but if I took a day and did it, it's still more than I would make in a day for the discounts. I was like, deal. So yeah, I did that today. So I got up super early and met him there and tore it all down in the freaking blazing sun, put it all in the truck, drove the truck here, and then unloaded it and did everything opposite to put it back together again, which just feels. It's like when you miss your turnoff on the highway and you feel like every step you're taking, you're like, this is dumb. This is dumb. That was kind of like how my day felt, because I'm like, I'm taking this apart only to put this 9,000 different screws right back into the same place. Anyways, it's up. It's lovely. It's got mosquito netting. Mosquitoes here right now are so bad you can't even breathe outside. So before this podcast, me and my wife sat out there and we had dude, they're enormous. They're like hummingbirds here. Anyways, we sat out there with the lights on. We just chilled. There was no mosquitoes biting us. The little people were in bed. It was lovely.
That's
It's
lovely.
worth it already. So I'm fucking dead. My body feels like it's made of stone. But yeah, that was my fun. That was my fun for today.
Nice.
So yeah,
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, doing Facebook Marketplace deals. I like it.
dude, they're awesome. Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
So what did Carl do?
Our AR overlords. Oh, okay. We'll get to that. Yeah, Carl. So we were setting up a job that he brought in. We making like little fucking pointy dinguses for some lab equipment. And we set it up. We're grooving these parts with a 3mm grooving tool in the gang block. And it was chattering a bit. And we're like, it's a bit weird. So we ran the first part. And then I was like, just check the insert. And he went to check the insert, and the whole tool holder, the whole stick tool was loose. Where it clamps down, the gang block snapped.
Oh, that's not ideal.
The problem is that gang block runs. It's going to run probably 7,000 parts this month.
Ooh,
so
okay.
I've got to patch it. So I had to make a left-handed bar puller because we just put in my quick change tool post to the side that the parts catcher can still go through, and then we had to make a left-hand bar puller that's still bolted to the gang block but faced the other way so that we could get the production running. So once this is done, I'll take the gang block, throw it in the mill the top off, and put a steel plate that does the clamping.
Okay.
That's held in with like 6 screws. So it's not the end of the world, but yeah, he's not going to live this down anytime soon. Like every time it comes to the sound, like, did you break a gang block? Like every time it comes towards me, did you break a gang block again? But yeah, that is our gang block that runs all our production. So now I've got to unfuck it. But yeah, that's a quick this week thing to unfuck. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, I'm busy. I don't know if you saw my stories this week. I'm printing tool tags in different colors and re-tagging all my tools. And then the next step is to audit my tool libraries. So I was like, how do I print a list? Because I don't have the time to sit and audit the entire tool library in one go. So I don't want to be going through and re-auditing tools. So I made a little web page. You export a CSV of your tool library, throw it in there, and it gives you a printable thing with tick boxes, holder, stick out, tool geometry, and defaults or presets. And you can tick off that you've done everything. That way you can do one tool, go do something else, come back, I've got a few minutes, let me audit some more tools. And you can work your way through your tool list. So I made a web page. It's on Get Pages. We'll put a link to it if anyone wants to print out a list of what is in their tool library.
That's kind of nice because then you can just you can piece at it. Yeah.
Exactly. You can print a list. You know you're not going to miss any tools, and you know everything is accurate. Because like I know my tool library is not accurate. I've moved from a ER20 to a DC6 for my 2mm end mill. I know the stick out settings for a lot of my stuff is not correct in my library because I set it up to run anchor points where I've got to reach a little bit deeper. So I pulled the thread mills a little bit further out of the holder. So I want to have that updated that I can trust my simulation. It's only a 3-axis machine, but you want to be able to trust your sim.
100%.
And like now, my 12 mils are all in hydraulics. So I need to be able to know how deep I can reach without smashing a hydraulic into a part.
Yeah, that would be less fun.
Yeah, mostly because hydraulics are expensive. But yeah, kind of cool little website. Literally took me like an hour to build. It wasn't too much of a ball ache. Did some stupid shit, but yeah, then I was like, no, make it pretty, put it there, add a README, and it's deployed enough now.
That's nuts. It's nuts what you can do.
It's wild, but I think the internet's about to get very full of stupid little apps like this. Like everyone's developing a little app to do something. Like, I got a message on Instagram this morning. I woke up to a message about spindle gripping, asking how we program it, and I need to respond. I'm like, I'll respond to this later because this actually requires. He's got like 10 questions in this one paragraph, so I need to actually just work through and make sure I hit all the things that he needs answers to.
Yeah, it's funny. I noticed that on like that sounds like a positive interaction that you're gonna have. I noticed it so much more on like negative interactions where people are like, I can like they'll be like, I can do blank 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 for you, like kind of like those spammy things that you get, like we can put your business in front of whatever 100 new but like it's everybody trying to like capitalize on like their little piece of crap spaghetti code that they've made.
Yeah.
That's like, I can do this with, it's like, yeah, so could I. Like I can make a piece of shitty software in 10 minutes as
It does
well.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that is exactly it. Like you can very quickly have a custom piece of software generating something for you. Like it's not difficult.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, totally.
yeah, it's something I need to have a chat to some people about. But yeah, we will take it as it comes. Programming the spindle grip, I'm generating G code. It's fucking great. You want to tweak something, you go tweak it, you regenerate the code, export it, and you hit go. And you've now changed the pick and place offsets. Like it's super fucking easy.
Nice. That's awesome.
So it's freaking great. And that literally probably in total has 8 hours worth of work into it. With all the add-ons and shit that I've added to it, probably 8 hours of work. I had it running within an hour.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's wild.
That's
I
crazy.
might rebuild it from the ground up for different machines. So mine is very niche down for my setup. So I'm thinking I might just rework it for some other machines. And mine, in theory, supports other machines, but I haven't validated any of that. And I don't really want to validate any of that. Like I'll keep it niche down for the Siemens controller.
Sure. Yeah.
Because the syntax, shit gets weird. Because of the spindle orientation on the Siemens is a SPOS equals the angle, not an M19 and then a P or whatever for the angle. So it's kind of like validating
someone can take what you have and spit it through their own little freaking prompt and make it work for themselves. So yeah.
Yeah. You can literally, it is a single HTML file that I have. It's one HTML file that generates all the code. You could put that through and say, hey, make this work for my machine. And it would do that. Obviously, you would need to check everything because it's a robot and it can't be trusted. You need to validate, but that's not difficult. Because I need to spend probably 5 or 6 hours on my piece of software to add in 2 more functions. I need to add a turning over function and a second op function.
Yeah.
But that's this week's problem, I think. I might find some time this week for it.
Nice. Sick.
Super fun, yeah.
That's a perfect segue into talking about like robots and things that rule the world and tell us how to do everything. And then my wife got for our birthdays, like I don't know, it's my philosophy. Like when you're this age and you're in, you make like a few bucks, you could probably buy whatever you want for yourself for your birthday. So like buying each other gifts is always kind of weird. So our goal is always to buy the other person something that they like want, but they probably would never buy for themselves because either it's like frivolous or it's too expensive for its purpose or whatever. So my wife bought me, it's called The Book. You've probably seen it on Instagram or whatnot. It's just enormous freaking tome of a book. And it just has like shit and information for everything. Like you want to know how to make penicillin? It's in there. You want to know how to do a lobotomy? It's in there. Like, and it's beautifully illustrated. There's no
choices,
AI in it.
Just saying.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Those are weird ones. But like, it's all illustrated and they mix in like mythical things and then they mix in some like pop culture references and it's like, it's all done by humans and most of it was vetted. I don't know. This is what I'm reading online and what I've known from looking at the book. The paper feels great. It's really pretty. It's really expensive. It's a really pretty book. But yeah, I was just like, I went through and I was watching or reading about how to make soap and I'm like, these characters look kind of familiar. And then I look, I'm like, they kind of look Fight Clubby. And then like, as I'm reading through the paragraphs, it's like, yeah, it's like the first rule about making soap is you don't talk about making soap. And I was like, oh, sick. They did put a reference to Fight Club in there. And like,
that's amazing.
Yeah. So anyways, and the whole book is that there's like little subtle references everywhere. It's just such a cool little book to flip through. Anyways, folks, if you're looking for a gift for somebody that just likes to know shit, The Book. It's pretty sick. It was like, I think the most funded Kickstarter, like in the history of literary Kickstarters. So I don't know. It's cool.
Wow.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a wicked book. Like, it really looks
it's so pretty.
It looks freaking sweet. I've made a mistake again. Let me go out of there. But yeah, it looks freaking cool. Like it's in my Google box because I was looking at it last night, I think, or the night before. I
Yeah,
can't remember. All the nights are blending together.
I just like the prettiness of it. Like it just looks pretty. I like the artwork.
Yeah.
I like the information.
Well,
just everything is kind of cool.
We've got what's the book called? Fuck, it's covered in stuff. It's the George R. R. Martin book, The History of the Realm, or something. Goes into the history of all the houses of Game of Thrones because we're watching House of the Dragon, and it's based on that book. So yeah, like that, and it's really beautifully illustrated as well. So like we're watching, and Danica's fucking paging through the book to see where we are in the book and how they changed it from the story. Yeah, she's a proper nerd. But yeah, pretty books are pretty. Like,
100%.
I enjoy. Yeah. Even like good old encyclopedias. I remember in school going and looking stuff up in the encyclopedia in the library. Like before Google was a thing.
On our trip to when I went to BC, we went into a bunch of little bookstores because I like bookstores. My wife loves bookstores, and I found I think it was 1950s Popular Mechanics like full encyclopedic set. I guess they did like a whole encyclopedia set. I almost bought. It was $300, so it was a little steep, but it was like 15 volumes, and they were all super thick, and it was all like 1950s era Popular Mechanics. So it's like just heinous information.
Back when, like back, how do you get rid of old oil? You dig a hole, put gravel in it, and pour the oil into it.
Absolutely. And like I have a gang of old like 1940s, 1950s Popular Mechanics, Popular Science, and like every one of them is like, first you go into your garage and you turn on your lathe. It's just like, of course you have one. Like I've probably said this on the podcast before, but I love it. It's great.
It's nice. Like, of course you have a lathe in your garage. Like, who wouldn't?
Well, the back side of mine is like, it has a big advert for like Camel cigarette, and it's like the #1 cigarette recommended by doctors, and it's like all these people are like,
I love that.
Yeah, it's just like, this is great.
You have sent me down a very dark rabbit hole today, Kurt. Anyway, I keep getting distracted.
Sorry,
No,
dude.
it's fine. What is in your Google box?
What's okay, my Google box. A lot of it is just pertaining to FPV stuff because I've been locked onto that. How ELRS works because I did not know
when
how
you figure that out. Please let me know.
Oh, I'll link a video. I found a super good YouTube video. It assumes you have knowledge of physics. It's not like super basic. It's kind of like, oh, this is interesting. Like it's talking about like carrier wave manipulation and frequency manipulation. So anyways, it's really good.
Transmitter is downstairs. I took it out of my remote because I couldn't get it to work properly. Like I didn't actually read the manual. It's sitting downstairs. I've got the multi-protocol in now. But yeah, I have an ELRS thing because we wanted them for the gliders because they're so small and light, the receivers.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And good for like a bajillion miles. Yeah, they're amazing.
It's wild. Yeah. Like with an antenna that's like 3 millimeters cubed. It's freaking insane.
Well, and for the turbo nerds out there, ELRS can read a signal below the signal to noise floor. So like, it's insane. Yeah, it's and I had I'm like, how the hell does it do that? So anyways, this video explains it, how it's like, it's patterning so you can determine it below a noise floor. But anyways, I'll link the video and it's super good stuff if you're into that nerdy radio comm kind of stuff. Anyways, sorry. ELRS, FPV shit, just a host of it that I'm not going to bore everybody about. Camera bit rates, because video for cameras I'm looking at for my shop, and then also to slap onto things because it's fun. And then buffalo chicken wing recipes, because I'm super hooked on buffalo chicken wings right now, and I had a whole gang of them before this podcast, and I still feel pretty good. So, Anyway, what's in your Google box?
My Google box is flight KLM 591 because I had to go fetch my sister-in-law from the airport on Wednesday night. Looking up the rand dollar because reasons. I think I was chatting to the guys on Friday night about it, and we're comparing prices of things. Looking up car rentals or rentasis, because I can't type, for when we're in the US. We're renting a car in New York and driving to Chicago via a whole bunch of places. And then the book, because someone got the book for their birthday. So I was looking it up.
It's cool.
Yeah. We're actually I bought a whole bunch of chicken societies, or what's fucking society? Meat on a stick. I don't know if society is the American word for it. Kebab.
Yeah, kebab
Well,
or
that's
yeah.
one of the words, yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
That is special, so I bought 10 of those for the bra today. So going to be cooking a whole lot
Nice.
of cock, and then bought a bunch of steak and a bunch of horse, because why not? So I'm going to have a feast later on. But yeah,
So did you say horse?
No, vorse. Sausage.
Horse. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably got horse
That
in
makes
it,
more
but
sense.
yeah.
Probably, but whatever.
Yeah. It'll be tasty. So we're going to make vorse rolls, and then I bought a bunch of steak that I marinated last night. It's going to be delicious. Where can people find you and your things?
You can find me and my things at confoundedmachine.com. When you're listening to this, probably this week, there'll be an email going out for the next lottery. So yeah, stay tuned if you're into that. And
Nice.
or it points to shirts if you want to buy our dumb shirts or whatever else we sell in our store.
There's
to
more
help
dumb
support
shirts
this
coming,
madness.
by the way. There
And
are more
thank
dumb
you.
shirts coming, and they're going to be great.
Our Patreon list has actually grown pretty enormous now. So that's super
Yes.
cool. I'm super pleased that you guys are willing to part with a few bucks to fuel this shenanigans. I love talking to Jamie. It's a lot of fun and just kind of wild that people actually pay cash to listen to us ramble
To
and
listen
say
to
your
us
name
talk shit.
incorrectly on air. So yeah, it's super cool. So thank
It's a
you.
feature.
Yeah. How about you? What are you up to, or where can people find your wares and things?
You can find everything at jspeceng.com. If you're looking specifically for work holding stuff, check out tapsandpatience.com.
Oh yeah,
Which is
I
freaking
forgot about
hilarious that people are typing that instead of nautical work holding to find my website. It's great. But yeah, you can find links to everything at jspeceng.com. The website, both of our stores, and also the website for the podcast, which has the list of fame or the wall of fame and some bonus stuff every now and again. But yeah, there are new shirts on the way. Danica is busy working with them. I think she's ordering sample prints of them on Monday, so I can have the shirts. And then they'll be live as well. But yeah, that's where you can find my things. What are you up to tomorrow, Kurt?
Tomorrow, I am going to do a bunch more slave yard work, where I just have to finish this because I actually have to bolt it down because if it gets all windy, it's going to Mary Poppins away, and then I have to clean shit. Yeah, just play outside, make my house look pretty so my neighbors don't think I steal catalytic converters for a living or whatnot. How about you? What are you up to today?
We're going to go walk the dogs. Good. Yeah, today we're going to go do a 5K with the dogs. Then we're going to have a bra with Danica's friend. I think I'm going to pump Monica out because I have a drum to put the frot coolant into. That I can get that moved over to the workshop on Monday. And then, take it easy. Probably do a bit of design work because can't not. And then, just take it easy because it's a Sunday. And then Monday is Handy Seaman because I need to get those into Anno this week.
I still love that name. I still love it.
The name's the best. The name is the absolute fucking best. I love it. But yeah, we'll discuss some of that between the shows. But anyway, thank you everybody for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast and I'm trying to remember the words. Yeah, if you enjoyed the podcast, consider sharing it with someone you think will enjoy it or won't. Rage listens and listen to. Also, if you are listening on YouTube, go hit subscribe so we can stay ahead of Taps and Patience because currently we have more subscribers than them.
That's a good idea. Yeah, do that.
I know. I thought I'd be a savage. We currently have like a good amount more than them, but let's keep it going. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, please consider giving a rate, like, subscribe, all those fun things. And we'll see you guys next week.
Take care, all.